So I got to be really quick on this video because I got problems and issues with this camera. The horrible, tragic news of Kobe Bryant's death, and you know, I always go back this great rival we had in here. I was with. There's two players going to play the next level. I did the game, you know, as I used to do the play-by-play. Got a fight going with these assholes here. But anyway, back to Kobe. You know, talking to these players about the golden handcuffs, Lillard, blah, blah, blah. Because there's two kids that are going to play at the next level here, and I'm friends with them. Visiting last night. Yesterday I was doing some work, getting ready for our podcast, whatever, which is, I'll put up the videos tomorrow. This is trumps it. I was doing some work and I stumbled on this plane crash of the Lakers in 1960. Connie Hawkins was on that plane. Jerry West was on that plane. Elgin Baylor was on that plane. Multiple. I think Slick Watts was on that plane. And they're flying, and the pilot saved their life. And he actually had his head out the window, wiping off the windows, whatever, put it down in a cornfield. I mean, what a story. You know, and I found that happened in 1960. So the tragic death of Kobe, and you know, the second best secret in all of North America is Big Sky basketball. You know, this Montana, Weber, and by the way, they got rid of me. You know, they says, oh, we're gonna have some other guys doing it, whatever. And I talked to him and I said, you're fucking liars. Nobody there. This is the game of the year. Weber won in overtime. Jarek had the great game. You know, Jarek Harding and Michael Kozak will both play at the next level. You know, and so what a story. I always go back to Kobe Bryant, the controversial, which I'm all like, the NCAA says you got to go to college. It's bullshit. I remember when Kobe came right out at 18. I'll never forget his press conference. And they're like, he says, oh, you don't think I'm smart enough? You think I need college? You don't think I'm smart enough? And then he rattled off in his beautiful Italian. I think he rattled off in 3 or 4 languages. You know, he grew up in Italy. I spent time in Italy, you know, and he's something. I mean, you want to talk a legend in Italy, bring up Kobe Bryant. I mean, so he's like, oh really? I'm 18 years old. I can go in the NBA if I want. And I agreed 100% with it. I loved his interview, but what a tragic, and you know, the iron in me posting that around yesterday, and I found that doing the game last night, you know, we had this talk after the game, Jarek and I, and then, you know, I know all these players personally. I've been doing the games. I know Damian personally, and we have this conversation anymore. What the NBA athlete has turned into, it's not even a person anymore. You know, Damian, when he's here, bodyguards with him everywhere, shoe contracts with their. The NBA's not even a sport anymore. You got to remember when Kobe played, it was Jazz Lakers. You want to talk a rivalry? Oh my God, what a beautiful rivalry. And that's back when fans had dignity in Utah. They were great. They suck now because it's all corporatists spending millions of dollars to go to a game. I mean, people used to go at Kobe so hard here because it was, you know, Stockton to Malone, Kobe and Shaq, you know, boom, 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 booed off the thing. But I'll tell you what, I saw more standing ovations for Kobe Bryant because people were pure fans then. You know, like here, the kid from Montana goes off, and you don't think heartbreak here. I can remember Damian Lillard be ahead by 20 points in the Big Sky Championship game at halftime and losing to Montana. I mean, what a rivalry. You want to talk a rivalry? Montana, Weber State basketball, and it's been going on for a decade. And so, but it's tragic. You know, he was a pilot, gifted, what a mind, what an athlete. But it just goes to show you in this country, you know, is all the wealth and the money, I don't know, man. The celebrityism, you know, he just passed these different records. He's been all over the media again, of course, you know, LeBron, and his boats and his yachts and his fucking houses and the bling and the billionaire basketball. It's sickening, actually. This should be a wake-up call to everyone. You know, my heart goes out. You know, they call the daughter Gigi. You know, I have a little granddaughter. My little granddaughter in Italy. That's her name, Gigi. And that's what they call the daughter. I have a granddaughter in Italy. My designer daughter is married to a Italian basketball player. Freaking model. It's heartbreaking. You know, I can't believe it. I remember finding that article yesterday, and I said, how come I don't know that story, you know? And God, it just bothered the shit out of me, you know, how fragile things are. I mean, Connie Hawkins was on that plane. Slick Watts was on that plane. The great Jerry West. I have the ticket stuff from Kobe Bryant when he had his 81 points in a game. But he was more than a basketball player. Like I said, I remember when he came out, he was so controversial. You know, he never played. He went there for college. He's like, what do I need college? I'm 18 years old. I have the right. And he did. He was well educated. Well, why are you so educated and smart? My mother taught me. His mother, the teacher in Italy. You know, it's heartbreaking. So I was going to post all my videos. I have some controversial ones, some with the players, some great ones, you know, and going at it with them, but that all goes away right now. You know, I respect to, you know, he was loved by a lot of people on a lot of different dynamics in Italy, whatever, you know, and I'm not into celebrityism. I don't buy into it, but, you know, the whole posting of, but I love basketball. I love the purity of sport, and that's why this is such a gem here at Weber, is because it's still sport. Second best secret in North America is Big Sky basketball. Seriously. I'm a Puritan. I used to sit with Frank Layden right there all the time. He hated the Jazz, hated the NBA, but what's the best kept secret in the world? And this is what kills me about all the celebrities. They won't come out and talk. Well, we know what that is. Fukushima. So, Great Pacific Genocide, because nothing else matters. Very sad. I mean, it's how irony after the game. I mean, Jarrett's going to play in the NBA. I mean, he's that good. He's better than Lillard was at this point. And, you know, I had a conversation with him last night. And he was real. He told me at the end, God, I was real tense. Whatever. He could tell he had some anxiety going on. I remember when Kobe used to get anxiety like that. He still scored 32. But what a shocking story to the world. Stay tuned. I'll post the link to this other article in 1960. God, I mean, it gives me the creeps. You know, it creeps me out that my intuitive mind, you know how I operate. I'm a basketball nut, a historian, blah, blah, blah. I didn't know that story. And this pilot reaching out, cleaning off the windows, lancing it. I mean, what? Read it. By the way, because I went off on the journalist because they're showing this journalist who did a piece finally on it. And I found it, and he had a picture of Wilt. And I got news, Wilt didn't play for the 1960 Lakers. Wilt played for the Philadelphia Warriors in the Wigwam. And remember, they wouldn't let him play because he left college too early. Remember, they wouldn't let him play? He played for the Globetrotters for 1 year. He was a rookie in 59-60, but not for the Lakers. But Jerry West was a rookie. Elgin Baylor was on that team. Freaking the great Connie Hawkins, speaking of Brooklyn. By the way, I know Donovan Mitchell from Brooklyn. I flew on the plane, but, you know, I told Jarek last night, when you're rich and famous, don't forget about me and my causes like Damian Lillard did. And he says, yeah, I won't, Kevin. By the way, they played Damian's stuff. Damian dove a wave in there, you know. They didn't know his name when he played here. So, very tragic. Very tragic. I can't believe it. I said that's my little granddaughter's name, Gigi, in Italy. That's the tragic part of this. It's heartbreaking, actually. Stand